Last winter, WyldLife and Young Life leaders were doing what we always do. We had clubs, we had senior leader dinners, we went to basketball games, we got coffee, we had Bible studies, and we organized anything else that we thought kids would show up to. That's the heart of Young Life, is going where kids are. Then everything changed. When we heard the news that kids were going virtual, we knew that we were going to be going virtual too. We go where kids are. So we turned our attention to virtual clubs, to meals over FaceTime, to text messages, phone calls, Bible studies through apps. We knew that if kids were going to be online, that we had to be online too. Then as the weather turned and the CDC guidelines permitted small gatherings, kids began to meet outside, and so did we.
At that time, the only thing you could really do was to hang out outside, potentially one-on-one if you're distanced or masked. And there was this trend on TikTok where people decided to walk a marathon. And I thought, one, it was hilarious, and two, I could probably do that if I really tried. And what better opportunity for me to walk by my kids' houses. I mapped out 26.2 miles from Naperville to Wheaton, and I walked a marathon. I have been able to stay connected with my guys kind of just through text messages and dropping off stuff, but I haven't been able to see them in person. And this is such a great opportunity for me to show that I still care and that I was putting effort in, 26.2 miles worth of effort. And they would walk a block with me or just play basketball with me when I showed up to their driveway. But after completing the 26.2 miles, collapsed on my bed, completely exhausted, but I knew that was the most fun I've had in a while, and it's completely worth getting to see some of my guys, getting to have some conversations that we'll just cherish forever. So it was absolutely worth walking 26.2 miles for that.
Teddy's story is unique. Not every leader walked a marathon this season, but he was doing what all leaders have always done. He was showing up in the lives of kids. We believe in the value of showing up. We believe that kids in this community are longing for leaders to simply be present in their lives. In this season, connection feels more important than ever. Kids' worlds are being turned upside down, and the necessity of a Young Life leader feels incredibly tangible.
It's been really impactful having a leader like Brady throughout my high school career.
Having a WyldLife leader to me means having someone that is there to talk to and being able to open up to.
It creates an environment for me and my friends to be ourselves. Your leaders are seriously, they turn into your biggest role models, I would say, just because you learn so much about them and their relationship with Christ. That's personally when I did start my relationship with God, was because of my leaders.
They've reached out to me multiple times. They've always been open, and they're always there.
And so we walk. Sometimes metaphorically, and sometimes even literally. Sometimes virtually, and sometimes in person. And while we're walking alongside kids, we share and model the love of Christ in hopes that they will walk alongside Him for the rest of their lives.